stitches today between
You
these
did
two
quite the
projects.
day. Quite
Well,
the day.
I was trying to get to the 21% on my Disney, and that was like 600 stitches alone almost.
You gonna sit right on my mouse?
I see four.
I made it. I can't promise no children, but
yeah, it's more fun if they show up.
They're like, "Oh, you're doing something for you?" Yeah, no.
Yeah, Ashley's trying to make it too, but she went out for lunch with somebody, and now she's trying to like hustle her way home. She's like, "I'm coming, I promise. I have to pee, so I'm running quickly." Like, that's a good enough reason to get you to move quickly.
Yeah, that's fair.
When you gotta pee.
That's me every time I walk in the door.
Yeah, I'm like that too. Got a hamster bladder.
Are you wearing a Stitch shirt or is it Bambi?
This is Thumper.
Thumper. That was my next guess. I was running down the list.
Yeah. And a lot of my shirts are Disney related. Mostly Tinkerbell, but this one's Thumper.
So I totally thought I'd cut my fabric for my Proud Stitchee, and I did not. So I was doing that and like trying to get it uploaded on my tablet and setting myself up downstairs.
Was that what you decided to work on?
What?
Is that what you decided to work on? Because I know you're going back and forth between the two.
Yeah, because Mario is just too much counting.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're talking, I can't. Usually I just bobinate. I didn't even grab that today.
Well, and in the Disney, what's happening? Did I not pick the right color?
I ended up doing some of the outline of the bobbin so I can fill it in as I'm talking.
Yeah, that's a smart way to do it.
Okay, are two symbols the same on the Proud Stitchee?
No.
I can look. They may be similar.
Like,
I don't think so.
Like on both ends of my tablet, they look the exact same, but they're two different symbols on the tablet. Like when I select the color.
The program has a bad habit.
Yeah.
Bad habit with the.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cass.
Sorry.
No, it's the program will put there's two hourglasses that yes, you're correct. They're the same symbol. The program does this, but it assumes they're two different symbols, and I usually catch them. I just probably didn't with this one.
Okay. But they're two different colors on the pattern.
Yeah, one's pink and one's blue.
Yeah, because I grabbed the first three letters. I'm like, not gonna be that productive, but you know.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's a lot. That's a good call. Hey, she made it. Look at that. She ran home in time.
But did you make it to the bathroom first?
Bladder is empty.
I told them she's going quick because she's got to pee.
Okay, whatever. That's fine.
Yeah, it's not live though. We're just gonna record it, and I'm gonna just add it so that people, if they want to just have something to watch while they're cross-stitching stitchies and stuff, they can. Because Facebook, decided to change their rules again, so I can't use this program in the groups. So I can't do it privately within our groups. I can do it on like my page, but then it's public to everybody, and I want these to be something that gets not everybody. So yeah, Facebook changed that on me. So I'm like, oh, I'll just record them and then I'll put them in our hub, and people can just listen to them and
that's fair.
Kind of thing. Just something for them to have in the background.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go get some more stuff. Because
she's
unprepared. I come prepared? No, I came prepared with an empty bladder, of course. But that's that's about
it. To start.
That's a good thing, though.
Can we say hi, Miss Sophia? Yay, come and say hi.
I hear little footsteps. She's like walking down 2 stairs, taking a sip of her applesauce, eating a bite of her bread, walking down.
Oh, it's a long process, Mom. I gotta take that time.
Oh, she even brought the dog with her.
Oh, everybody's coming.
I'm like, you guys can have dinner while I do this. So like, hopefully they'll keep them upstairs. No, mommy was wrong.
I'm hoping the rain's going to hold off so we can barbecue when James gets home.
That's what we were hoping to barbecue, but the rain just started as we decided to make dinner. So
we have learned that here, weather changes every 10 minutes.
Yes.
So it goes from like rainy to sunny. Like this morning, it was like I couldn't see in front of my face, foggy and like humid and a bit chilly. And now it is bright and sunny and windy. Like I can't plan a day. What for nothing?
But then,
Oh, we can't do that out here. We can't plan for nothing out here.
Yeah, you just have to look outside when you're leaving.
oh yeah, and like they announce rain, and then you're like, okay, it's gonna rain today. I'm gonna do indoor stuff, and it's like sunny and 27. You're like,
Yep,
yeah,
that's what we've been dealing with. It's like, oh, it's supposed to rain for the next week, and it's rained like sprinkles, like showers. Like that's not rain.
It's very hot here, and it'll
Yeah,
be hot
yeah.
tomorrow.
Always hot there.
Yeah, it's going to be hot here from now until November.
'Cause you're in Tash is in you're down south. Yeah, I was gonna say Texas. I knew there was Misty and you, I think.
Where at in Texas are you?
San Antonio area.
Oh, I'm only 4 hours from you. We're in Kermit. We're south of New Mexico.
it's okay.
I drove right past Cora on my way. I saw your little turnoffs.
Mama.
We see mama.
Has anyone ever used these before? I'm about to try it.
I've seen them at the store.
It's they're from Michael's.
I've heard some people use them in the groups. They say like if you stitch something too big, eventually it gets floppy. But if you do like a little flower or something in the middle, like it's not so bad. But if you want to stitch like the whole thing, it gets floppy.
Yeah, it probably doesn't stay on too much.
I was gonna do a trauma llama and
You could
avoid the
probably-
framing,
That's a smart.
Oh yeah.
Smart.
considering I think
Because
you
the
saw my
framing
last
doesn't
post
go
where
well for her.
I wasn't fully awake when I was measuring, and yeah, that.
The first
It's
one you
fine,
got
though, as
yourself
long as
like
the
covered in
frame doesn't
glue.
come apart, we're fine.
Need a translator.
Yeah, she's I don't know. Her and the dog have their own language. She's like saying stuff, and the dog's just like following her around. So I guess he understands.
Yeah, I used to have an assistant who'd bring her little one in, and she was like 3, and she'd be telling me these stories. She looked so excited. I had no idea what she's saying, but I'm trying to go along with it. And her mom's like, "Do you understand her?" I'm like, "Not in the very least, but she sounds excited, so I'm going to be excited." Like,
That's all they want. They don't care if you agree with them or not. As long as you're as excited as they are, that's all that
Exactly.
matters.
doesn't matter what you're agreeing to. You
Yep.
probably have your soul, but
That's exactly it. What's everyone working on?
I decided to start a bobbin,
Ooh, good call.
but I did March, so it kind of goes in with Pride Month.
Oh, that's perfect.
Figured I might
Sounds
as
like
well
Ashley's-
use this fabric because I have so much room left on this fabric after the cupcakes that I'm going to be able to get last year's bobbins and then next year's on here.
Oh, that's
And
good.
it's very sparkly, so I love it.
yeah, I like the sparkly one.
That's even better. I've only stitched on sparkly once, and I always wear black leggings. It was not the best.
I'm working on 20 count, so it's been really interesting working with the sparkles and on 20 count. But
Yeah.
I find it wears the thread a bit quicker. So you have to use shorter pieces. But I like the way it looks. I think I did the one Ashley gave me a kit for a Tinkerbell one, and I changed the fabric that it came in to the sparkly green that I had. I had one here. So that was cool. We have like background music.
We don't need background music. We have background mumbling.
She's doing something.
She's making ice cream cones.
Oh.
My cousin bought that, and I was like, I don't think they're gonna play with that. It's like their favorite toy.
Is it like an ice cream cart?
Yeah, and you like.
Yeah, I bought it for my
garden.
cousin. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
and it talks to you.
It says the flavors and stuff. Yeah, I bought it for my cousin's little one, and she sends me a video, and she's running around the kitchen with the cart like behind her like this, and like she takes out her husband's legs with it. I'm like, geez, this is exactly what I meant for this toy. Like,
Yeah, that's exactly. It's in the basement for that reason. It is not.
She was
upstairs.
going
She does that with
crazy.
the stroller, and I'm just like, bye bye, Mimi. Atato, atato, va manger. Yeah, we leave it in the basement because there's just like so many pieces.
yeah, as soon as she got the like the weather nicer, she put everything outside. Like, here you go.
Yep. But they both love it. So I'm like, well, at least they got 2 kids use out of it.
Money spent, well spent.
Yeah, that's my. I try to console myself when something's expensive. I'm like, well, they'll both get to use it.
Yeah, you can use it through 2 of them. I just send noisy toys to people. I'm not there, so.
You're that person.
I did it to a friend. I sent her dog a ball, and she thought it was just a ball for him to catch. And as soon as she started shaking it, it was like by making all these random noises and singing and screaming. And
Oh, is
she's
it like
you did.
Is it green?
I think so. It
And
was like,
super
yeah,
hard.
yes.
Yeah. We bought
it
it
makes
for our
these-
dog. He hated it so much, but the neighbor's dog got it, and they're like, "Oh, I should wear him out. Like they'll chase it." And all we could hear was the noise, and I was just like,
Yeah, I did that to her. She's like, gee, thank you. Whoops.
I bought
I sent.
my friends' kids some noisy toys for their birthday this year. Like they're not that bad. At least they sing like actual songs and stuff. And I'm like, sorry, not sorry. They're really cute. It's like the first time I buy them something like that. So I was like,
Yeah.
I feel like I should get 1 free pass.
At Christmas, I sent Ashley and my cousin both these jokester Christmas cards that when you open them, they start singing and they do not stop singing. Doesn't matter what you do. You rip it open, it spurts sparkles at you.
Oh my God.
The envelope has sparkles everywhere. Ashley got through half of it without she didn't make as much glitter mess because she's a crafter. So I think she clued in quicker than my cousin. My cousin made a disaster of her house. And then she left the thing singing at the door. Her husband comes home. He's like, what is singing jingle? It was like cats going meow, 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 meow. And they're doing jingle bells. And he's like, what is going on? He goes, Amanda sent it.
That's
Till the battery dies. Supposedly it'll stay for like 6 hours.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
hilarious.
It was the best $40 I ever spent.
My friend sent me this card for Mother's Day. It was just like this big, hairy, like the whole card was like green and hairy with 2 eyes. And she was like, this was the best card ever. And then you open it and it starts singing. I'm like, where did you even find this? She's like, I can't even remember. But she's like, I saw it and I was like, I need to get you this. And then she sent it by mail.
I think the best card I ever got anybody was the one I sent Amanda for her birthday.
I have that somewhere. Let me go find her. Oh, I know where she is. I have to take my headphones off for a second.
Because I got her birthday card when I was in Disney World.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm not a very card person unless I like find like a card and it like shouts at me to buy it for somebody.
Well, it's funny. My husband's actually the one that found this card and said, "Oh, you have to get it for Amanda and send it to her."
I have a couple piles. It's in my postcard pile because I'm counting it as a postcard.
I have your postcard. I just haven't sent it. Okay, that's super cute.
Yeah.
It's not adorable.
And then it has like a little, like the actual card where she can write it in the back.
Oh, that's super cute. I got some cool cards like that, like for my wedding. So I put holes in them on the side and then made like a book out of it.
Yeah, that's what I want to do with all like the Christmas cards and stuff.
That's what I do every year with the Stitchee card when we do the Christmas card exchange. Is
Yeah.
I just put holes in them and I put them on little loops like these things.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's a good idea. That's why I try
I
to
did
write
that.
something in mine.
I have to add Cora's card to this year's.
Yeah, Cora was a little late.
I was like, I swear I sent. I'm like, why do I still have these stamps here? And then I'm like, what is this box? I'm like, oh my god, I never sent them.
I had so many people messaging me going, I just got a Christmas card. I'm like, Christmas in May.
Yep. I was just like, I'm early for Christmas in July. What are you talking about?
You're just early and late and all in one.
I'm early and late at the same time.
My box of Christmas cards that I had, like I sent all of the US ones, and then I had a box for like the international ones, and I found them and I was like, oh crap, I knew I was forgetting to do something.
Definitely sent mine last month. I was like, whatever. I wrote messages in them that would have applied to like last Christmas. So I was like, I can't keep them for this year.
Yeah, it would be kind of off topic at that
Yeah,
point.
but it was a really nice surprise, though. I really enjoyed it.
Is there like an address book that you're going to have that we can have access to where people can just kind of update their own info if we want to send?
Yeah.
Something?
So I did it with the houses individual, or no, sorry, I was going to do it with the houses individually, but I ended up doing it just one. So I think I made, and I just have to, I think it was a Google sheet that everybody has access to.
I feel like,
Then
like we talked about it, but then I couldn't remember.
It's been a bit crazy the last few months. Sometimes I feel like I did something, but I didn't.
Story of my life.
So I'll have to find, I remember doing it before I left. And I had just said, like, if you put your name on there, it's not guaranteed you're going to get something, but at least your address is there. Like, should, people want to send you stuff. Like, I know we've had people with some unfortunate situations and people are asking me for their address. And at least this way, if it's on there, you don't even have to ask. You can just send them something.
So it kind of ruins the surprise if you're like, what's your address?
Yeah, that's why people usually ask me, and I'll just like, I don't want to give it out, so I have to like find a creative way of asking if I can give out their address without telling them why. Like some of them will know. Like I know when Jen lost her husband and stuff, I said to her, like, people want to send you stuff. Like,
well, yeah,
no shock there.
Yeah, because I sent her a card a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I sent her. I made her a needle minder she had a picture of her husband and her daughter that she lost last year. So I put them both in the same needle minder.
Oh, that's cute.
Sent that to her too.
What are you going to do on your canvas, Ashley? Or are you counting? Just ignore me if you're counting.
She's on mute too, so this is when you start rhyming off numbers.
Sorry. Another llama. I have a coworker that just changed departments, so my department's like dropping like flies, man.
I feel ya. I came back from maternity leave and like more than half our team was not the same. I was like, who are these people?
This isn't fun anymore.
Where did you guys appear from? I feel like I just left. They're like, well, you were gone a year, so no.
Yeah, I guess it's a long enough time for.
Yeah.
Okay, the downside about this canvas is that it's not totally even.
No. Oh, is it loops and thread?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm trying to find the middle. And then trying to look at this pattern over here going, am I going to have enough room for all that?
What if you just cut a piece of fabric with extra that you can just like tape over? That way you'll have the canvas already, but then you won't have to actually frame it.
That's true.
And then you'll have an even
yeah, because when I cut it, I cut too short on the bottom and too short on the right. So when I went to glue it, I'm all, okay, well, there will be two edges that aren't glued. So let's just hope the frame holds it in.
Don't ever open the frame.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. There's like not even enough to glue, but just like maybe a quarter of an inch fabric the edge. And I went, crap.
Well, I need to do my daughter's princesses that I made. I still haven't framed them. And I want to film because I bought double-sided tape and I watched a couple videos on how to do with double-sided tape. So I'm going to test. I have 5 princesses to do. So I'm going to try to frame 3. And once I've got it down pat, I'm going to do a floss tube. and hopefully I can help other people frame.
Ashley and I did one together on the first. Was it your first trauma llama? Is that what we did on the video?
Uh-huh.
And she was like covered in glue. She's like, I've got glue all over.
What pieces are you guys gluing to frame it?
I have, if I'll just put the link in, like cat butt in my face. I'll put the link that I have the video on the hub. So I glue it on the back side, so it's still on the fabric and then onto a matting of picture frame matting.
Okay.
Oh, I've never glued mine. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, so I'll just like it's kind of like when you do stretcher bars to tighten, so you've got nice tension on the front of the frame, so it's nice and flat. And then I'll wrap it around a piece of it's the same matting that you would use for a frame, but it's like a full piece, so it's kind of just really thick cardstock. And then I'll glue it to the back of it so that it just stays nice and flat. So there's not like I find if I just stick it in a frame, it'll get little wrinkles in it and stuff.
Well, that was my issue, and then so I Googled it, and then a bunch of blogs were talking about the double-sided tape. So I was like, maybe I can just check.
Yeah, that was another thing. I ended up using just like a tacky glue, like a fabric glue, and I just do it on the back enough so that it doesn't run onto the front part of the fabric.
Yeah,
I ain't paying for framers.
Well, that's
God no.
I was looking. We had something framed, and I was just like, if I get everything framed, like I'm gonna go bankrupt.
I got my painting framed because that is obviously like an actual canvas painting, and I'm not about to screw with that. And that's about the only thing I would have paid to. I'm not going to pay to. I went and checked the price to get one framed for my cousin, and it was like they wanted like $200-300. I'm like, I can do it for $5, maybe $10.
Yeah, you're like, no, thank you.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna do it.
There's definitely an art to it. My plan is to master it at some point. I have a whole bunch just like sitting in a pile that need to be framed, where I have the frame and I just need to actually stick it in the frame.
I have two right now that have frames, but I usually wait till Michael's has their 55% off coupon for framing.
Yeah.
Do it then. And I think the one that's going to cost the most money when it's eventually finished is my big Disney one, because that thing's huge.
Yeah, see, that I would pay to get framed because that's like a gajillion hours put in.
Yeah, the little ones, yeah.
The little one.
What Disney one are you working on?
It's one that Amanda designed. Let me just sorry, bring it over here.
I realized I never put the framing one in the hub, so I'm gonna have to do that too. Because Ashley and I did that live in the Facebook group back.
So this is my big Disney one.
Ooh.
And that's what, 20%, Cass?
21.
Woo woo, progress.
So I still have like all the writing on this side, and I start writing over here.
I convinced Mel to show up. Hey! Get her on here. She's got baby kittens.
Aww. Oh, they're so
She's a foster mommy.
This is Ben.
Is this Mel that lives near us, Amanda?
Yes, that's Mel that lives near us, yes. She's in between the two of us, actually.
So you didn't know Mel, but we're coming to visit.
Cora's gonna be you.
Well,
when are we
I
gonna
only
make
have these until like Friday, so be quick.
Yeah, if you want the kittens, you have to be quick.
Well, I don't think we're that quick.
James and I were going to be going that way next June.
We'll be here. You have to go through. You have to go through me to get to them.
Exactly. You have to go through Cora, and you have to go through Mel. Yeah. Well, yeah. I guess if you're going to Moncton, you still have to go through Mel.
Yep.
Yeah, you still have to go through there. So you have to go through both of them to get to me. So you have to pick them up on the way. Tell James you need room in the car.
You can't bring that one over picking up people.
Next year, we're doing 2 big trips. We're going out east towards you guys. And then they'll be in June. And then the last week of September to the first week of October, we're doing Disney again. That's for their Halloween one.
Oh. I watched them set up the Halloween one. They had like a documentary kind of thing. It looked amazing.
Yeah. I'm already going through Disney withdrawals, and it's only been like 6 weeks since we've been home.
That seems legit. I've
Well,
never
James
been. I feel like if I
counting
go, it's
them.
just a bad idea. I'm not gonna want to leave.
I cried our last day at Disney.
See, that's something I want to do. I want to be able to take my daughter to Disney, but I'm like, for that much, I'd rather just pay that kind of money and go on a cruise and do like
Yeah.
the Disney cruise. It's like, if I gotta pay that much money, I mean, I'm gonna, do the cruise. That way she can see some of the world while
Yeah,
we're
at the
at
same
it.
time.
It's not cheap.
Nope.
It's not.
We're hoping in 3 years. Because then my youngest will be 5.
Well, the good time to go is when we get our tickets for 20% off.
Yep. Yeah, they always
But
have
they-
some kind of promo, like if you take the meal plan or stuff like that
Yeah.
there.
We did 6 days at Disney, and it was $1,500 US for 6 days.
With food and everything?
No.
Okay. I was like, dang, I don't know where you're shopping, but you're going to do my shopping.
That was just for the park, right?
Pardon?
That was just for the park, right?
Yeah, then it's $30 for parking.
Did
which
you
is
guys stay
crazy.
on like at one of their resorts, or
You can, and then you can just take the shuttle bus over.
is that what you guys did? No.
No, we stayed at a house. We got a good deal. We had a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom townhouse for 3,000 Canadian,
Okay.
and that was for 23 days.
Oh wow. Yeah, we're just gonna probably stay on resorts since we will have the kids. I think if we go back as adults, then that's fine. But mommy also wants a vacation and doesn't want to cook and stuff.
I don't blame you. But Disney Springs
Yeah,
is
the
for
kids
the
would be
park.
easier.
Lots of, especially if there's like a shuttle bus and everything. It's just
Yeah, I got to meet my favorite Disney blogger, so I was really excited to meet him.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Ashley's closer to the other Disney, so she brings Tinkerbell stuff and Stitch stuff from that Disney, and then Cass sent me stuff from that Disney. I don't ever have to go.
Hello, everybody.
Internet
Hi.
acting up still?
Yes, it's been all day crazy.
Like, she'll make it eventually. We'll just keep letting her back in.
Yeah. I'm on my son's computer now.
Oh.
I'm almost done the hashtag.
Oh, hashtag.
Aww.
Well, she picked enough colors for 3 letters, so it sounds like we're standing here for 3 letters.
No panic.
I
I'm a fast stitcher. It's okay.
When I did mine, I changed the colors to match the fabric that I have.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, you did yours in pride colors, eh?
No, I didn't actually. I did them. I'll go grab my pillow and show you. But I got fabric from Amanda, and I matched the colors up.
Yeah, I realized sitting down that I don't have any projects that aren't on my big stand, so I'm like, got nothing to stitch right now.
So this is my little proud Stitchee pillow.
Oh, that's so cute.
With
So
the
like I was
fabric.
trying to match. Yeah, I was trying to match all the colors to match the fabric.
Well, that's perfect.
Come here, you crazy kitty. The cat's taken
That's
to
what I need
screaming
to learn
around
to
the
do
house.
to do the pillows. I really want to learn how to do that.
Oh, Panda still has his cone on, I see.
Yeah, because now he has a hot spot or something on his head.
I
And
looked
I'll
behind
take
you and I thought he was chewing on something. I'm like, no, wait, no, that's his cone.
No. And every time we think it's cleared up, we'll take the cone off, and then 2 hours later, he's back chewing the same area. We'll see.
When we first got Charlotte, she had a cone on because she had a big stomach surgery. And so she had a cone on for the first, I think, almost 6 weeks. We didn't even know what she looked like without this cone. It was like a fabric blue one. And it like bobbled when she walked. And we finally took it off. We were like, that's what you really look like? You done screaming? Come here. Thank you.
I think cats are the best.
Yeah.
I have one on that side, and then I have Sophia on the other side sleeping.
Oh, she's going to sit down. Usually she types to people because she sits on the keyboard. So as long as she doesn't close the stream stuff, we're okay. Here, you want to be on camera? I caught you.
Okay, I already don't like this canvas, but it is what it is.
You've already started, now you gotta finish.
Trying to do your 3/4 stitches.
Just
Yeah, it's not.
I absolutely hate those stitches.
I just do half.
Yeah, me too.
if I'm anything lower than this, like unless I'm doing 16 where it's big squares, I always just do halves. Or if it looks like a big white spot, then I'll fill like 1 or 2 in here and there just to kind of.
Okay, good. It's not just me then.
No.
I mean, you can't.
It's hard to see your stitches at all.
I know. But
See,
maybe
it sounds
like
like
darker colors I might have to do like an actual 3/4, but I already tried doing this one and I'm like I need a
I'm gonna
microscope
clean
for
your
this
butt
thing.
on screen here.
What count is it?
I think it's 14.
Okay.
Oh yeah. You'll probably with the darker ones want to put it.
Or do 3 strands.
Yeah. Well, I'll
Yeah,
find out
that's what
when I
I'm
get
gonna
to
do.
the darker colors.
I think I'm going to do the princesses with all the black. I'll do 3 strands because I'm going to do them on 14.
I usually only stitch on 18 or 20. Sometimes 22, depending on what kind of mood I'm in.
I like 14. I can see 14.
Don't type on the screen.
I did this little heart that my friend did. I test stitched a pattern for her, and it's the colors of the trans flag. It is so stinking cute because I did it on 28 count.
Right.
It took me like ages. Like I feel like I could have stitched like 2 patterns in the time that I did this tiny little thing that was like 50 stitches.
I love 28 count.
Oh my god. It makes everything so cute. I was like, I really wish I hated the results so that I wouldn't want to stitch on this again. But now this is so cute and I want to do all the things. And
I chose to do the Harry Potter one on 32. And it was super cute until I got to the back stitching.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot about, like if it would have been a pattern that didn't really have a ton, it wouldn't have been bad. But because that one was so detailed in the back stitching, it took me, I think, 2 weeks just to do the back stitching on it.
Oh my god.
It was so tiny.
Nope. It was my first time using 28 though, and I did 1/1.
Yeah, that's how I usually, that's all my stained is on.
Oh my god. How do you see anything? I was just like, yeah, no thanks. Like this is 16 and that's good.
I'm sure I'll be cursing it in a couple of years as I do. You'll just see. You need to change. Get a big magnifier.
Yeah, someone was like a magnifying lamp, and I was just like, nope. I am not agreeing to being that old yet.
I have one, but it's the smaller one, and it's got like the light around it, so it's not a big enough space for the stained one for me to use it.
Oh yeah, I have a bigger one, but I find like when you move, it's like the magnify.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at. So I'm like, maybe those, those glasses you can they look really funny upon your head.
Yeah.
And maybe when I need to like fix something, I'll use it, but I wouldn't use it all the time. I refuse to say I'm too old at this point.
Yep. I'll just leave my 28 count for later when I feel old.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna buy those little old lady glasses my grandma used to use to read.
Yeah, for our little old lady sport.
I'm sitting there like cross stitching and my stuff's like all over the couch and my husband's like, could you be any older?
I know.
And I'm like, what? And I'm like telling him about all these different counts of fabric and he's just like, okay.
I was just
I'm like-
watching Bones with my husband, and she got really excited about this thing that they were going to work on and like this paper they were going to write. She's spouting off all these words, and the other people are looking at her like she's crazy. I'm like, is that how you look at me? He's like, yeah, pretty much. But I kind of understand now because it's been enough years that he's caught on to most of my stuff.
My husband still calls it knitting, so
Knitting, it's not knitting.
I was like, not even close.
My boyfriend
Not
calls
yet.
it my sewing stuff.
You're sewing.
I mean,
Every time I start
my-
talking about it, James
Thank
is like,
you
"How
for
much
effort.
is this gonna cost me?"
James looks at it in dollars.
Mine
You're
calls
like-
it my anger management.
Yeah, that's a good one.
James is like, how many dollars is that per square?
Yeah.
That's
Pretty
what
much.
you don't want the answer to.
You're like less than therapy once a week.
Yes.
For real.
Now my daughter's starting. I got her on plastic canvas, but she has the attention span of a goldfish. So it doesn't really work, but she thinks she's doing it. So that's all that matters.
I got Taylor into it. She did a couple of little things, but I don't think it's really her thing. She just sends me patterns and say, "When are you going to make this for me?"
See, that's efficient. That's what my daughter did. And I ended up with 5 princesses. And then she's like, do they have this one? And I was like, I don't know. Look on Etsy. She's almost 5. And she's scrolling through. Oh, I would also like this one. And she's figured out how to like save them. So then she's like found like 8 more. And I was just like, Kate, mom's going to work on her projects because those aren't moving because all I'm doing are princesses.
Yeah, because you have a list that's never ending.
I was like, I need to finish like the Let's Play game and like the 80s and the 90s. Like they've all been like laying around for a year. And I'm like, I really need to finish these. I want to see them done. But I'm at 94 on Let's Play game.
And then you'll have a new pattern to put into the 90s one.
Yeah, well, I'm
Finished
not
that
even,
off the other day.
I'm not even in the frame of that one. I'm like still on my 90s cartoon one from like, in my defense, I started that one when the Sal was already over. So I wasn't, and like the Mario was already like, I called the Mario, but the Let's Play game was already like almost halfway done,
Yeah.
I think, when I joined. So
And Jen, you're working on the 90s one, weren't you?
Yeah, it's done.
Oh, yeah. So, well, you'll be the first one to finish the square. That'll be, did I say late June? I don't remember when I said I'm going to
yeah,
put it
late
out.
June is fine. Let me
Yeah.
catch up.
So, in another week or so.
I've got about 2,000 stitches done of it.
Yeah, I gotta go
I
back
can go
on
for
the
the-
90s and figure out where I messed up.
Oh yeah, because you're off by like one line, eh?
Yeah. And it's that fluorescent thread, so it's a lot slippier. It's like the silk, and
Ugh.
I don't care for silk.
Oh,
No.
I hate silk.
I've never actually used, I've used the metallic ones, but I've never played with the silk ones.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm
I
excited.
just don't
I
know if
thought
it would
the-
make a big enough difference.
I thought the metallics frayed really easily. No, the silk frays like nothing.
Yeah.
So it's worse than the metallic in that sense.
Oh yeah.
I used the Kreinik metallic, which wasn't too bad, but like you could only use like this length at a time or something, because if not, you ended up throwing it in half. It gave such a nice effect though.
That's how that fluorescent one is that I'm doing.
Nah.
But it looks so cool in that one.
Yeah.
Fluorescent colors are perfect.
I know she's like, I'm doing the fluorescent colors, and I was like, oh my god. I'm like, did I pick out the wrong colors for this? And then I went back and looked at the pattern. I was like, phew, okay.
No, you're safe.
I'm like, I just picked them all out. No way I did this wrong.
put something on my screen that's white, and I realized how many boogers my cat got on my screen. Because most everything is in dark mode.
Do we have a bonus cupcake coming next month? Or is it this month?
No, it's what I'm doing. Hang on, let me check what I'm doing them for this year because I'm mixing it up with last year. Last year I did August. Bonus is for Stitchee Day. So next month.
Okay. Just I'm going through cupcake withdrawals now that I'm caught up.
Yeah, it'll be Stitchee Day, so you'll see July's before you see.
Okay.
I'm working on the September cupcake right now.
Well, Mel's been working on things she can't show.
Yeah, so I'm trying to be careful and not show the camera. Don't do a slip up.
Well,
Yeah, I
that's
was gonna
why I
put them in
started doing the
Canto.
bobbins. Plus they're easy finishes.
Yeah, I've got so many finishes from the Let's Play game, so because they were all started from my fandom thing in May. So now I just gotta finish them all. And then I have another cell I'm playing catch up with that I have like 10 to do. So I'm hoping to get all those done. Probably
Hey, Laura, have you started on the camping one?
yes, I did. Well, I like created a banner and then there was like 4 squares. So I like halfway through square 1.
Oh, you're further than I am.
I like looked because like all the background is the same color, and I was just like, no, I'm not in the mood for that. And then I pulled out my Let's Play game cell,
You're gonna come back and scream some more.
and I've been like obsessed and only stitching that. I have 946 stitches left. Not that I'm counting.
Are you doing all the back stitching on it?
I'm doing it on some, not all of them. I find some you really need it because then it just looks like weird.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are just like okay as they are.
I
Like-
reposted our Facebook Live of the framing, Ashley, when you were outside.
Oh, perfect. I'm like terrible at back stitching, and I find like
What was
half the time it just ruins the character.
I re-put up the live, like I posted it to the featured view out in your backyard framing because that's the only place in your house that's not even in your house was outside that the lighting. You're like, I'm gonna go outside because the lighting's better.
Every time I dye fabric, I think of Ashley with her ice cubes showing us how
Outside,
to do.
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I was like freezing in our house because it was not warm, and she's like, I'm outside with all this nice sunshine, and I was like, that's not fair.
And these ice cubes that are melting because I'm in California.
Right?
It's okay. Come talk to me tomorrow when it's like 95 degrees here, which is like 6 or 27.
Yeah, it's gonna be 26 here tomorrow.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, okay. So
We'll be even.
we'll be similar.
Yeah. See, 26, 27 right now isn't bad, but like the humidity hit the other day and it was like 33, and I was like, just shoot me. Like, no, I don't
Like right now here, it's only 16, but it's really cloudy.
Yeah, I hear too. Like, oh, it's 18 now. I just checked.
I'll trade
See, and
you.
then our hottest day is going to be on Thursday, and we're going up to like 28, 29, but then we got a crap load of rain.
Yeah, it rained all weekend here. I really hope it doesn't rain Saturday. It's my youngest birthday party, and like 9 little children that are under 3
are going to be in your house.
I'm really hoping so. I have all the toys outside. I cannot. No. We did that last year. We were 3 families, but every family had 2 children. So we were like 8 kids between like all under 4. I was just like, I don't want to do that again. Is your yellow 307 preset to a specific symbol?
I find the programs tends to do that with yellow and black.
Yeah.
The yellow always ends up that weird diamondy thing.
Yep, because
And
I'm
black
like,
is
that was
always a
definitely the
square.
color in the Let's Play game stuff.
Yeah, so most of the time, unless for some reason I take it out and then I put it back, then it gives it a different, but like the generic, like as soon as I open a blank pattern, the generic group of them is the same all the
Okay.
time. So now, even if they're not, and I change them, I usually tend to change it back because I feel like black can't be anything but a square in my brain. Like it can't be on there.
I know when
not
it's
the
not a
square.
square on a pattern, I'm like, I don't know.
I don't think there's black on it. Like there's no black in this pattern.
Yep. Yeah, because when I design, I realized that I could pick like certain symbols for certain colors, and then it would always load up that way. I was like, oh, this is amazing. Because then once I memorize the few I use all the time, well, then you don't have to like keep going back and figuring it out.
Okay, I lied. It's 30 over here. It'll be 33 tomorrow.
Yeah, you'll be a little warmer.
I'll pass. You can keep your nice weather.
Yeah.
You can send your sunshine, but keep the heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 33 here right now, and it's supposed to be around like 35 to 38 all week.
Oh, that's crazy.
But with the heat indexes, I think last week we had one where it was like 35, but felt like 40 something. I'm like, oh my God, I'm dead.
Nope.
Last week it was 112 here.
Can someone convert that into
Canadian?
Yeah, because I don't know how.
That's probably closer to like 40, I think.
Let me hang on, 112.
my friends in the States? She tells me her temperature, and I was like, "What is that in Canadian?"
I have
It's 34.
34. Okay, yeah.
I have in my app on here, I have Ashley, Shauna, and another friend of mine, because the three of them are in the States, and they always tell me their weather in American. So I have the three of them on there so I can go and look at their locations and figure out what they're talking about.
That's funny. It's like sometimes I'll message in like a group chat, and then I'm like, why aren't these people answering me? And then I'm like, oh, because they live in Australia and they're sleeping.
And it's bedtime. Yeah, they're into future.
Yep. Yeah, I met someone through a cross stitching group online, and we video chat every Friday morning because then it's her Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
So I just start work a little bit later because I work from home, and then I have my cross stitching date in the morning, and then I can start my work day.
It's a good way to start your day, though.
Yeah, get so excited, and there's no children, so it's great.
Yeah, I made a group chat, like an actual group chat, not the random one I made. That's just going to be like, I'm just going to poll people, see who wants to do stitch togethers and stuff. Some of them will do in here. And then some of them will probably end up doing in Discord, just because in here I can only have 10 people, and there I can have 25 on video. So at least we can have more people from time to time, but I can't record the Discord ones. So I like to come in here so that if we record them, at least people can go into the hub and just watch it while they're stitching later or something, if they happen to want to see what craziness we talk about, because there is some tidbits of information that come out, not that there's anything specific planned to talk about. But
I wonder
we'll
if you could record, like if you do like a screen record with your computer.
For Discord, I can get it probably set up, but for now it hasn't been more than 10 people, so I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, there's Joey.
Aww, very.
That's
cute.
actually that's Batty Coda. Changed her name now. Those ears. Make her legs look really long when you do that. It's like she's a big dog then. She's not a big dog.
But when you were holding her like that, and then she called it a Joey, I was like, that's like kangaroo.
Yeah. She's a kangaroo dog.
Kangaroo dog. I love it.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, I'm done. See you later.
Yeah, my dog left me. He's like, there's food upstairs. Ciao, bye.
She's like, I made my parents. We're done. We're good. We're good.
Yeah. Shyla, since Savannah passed away, I don't know if she got given the torch of screaming around the house, but she's gotten way more vocal. She was always a little bit vocal, but now she's like going around, and she goes in a circle, and then she goes, because she's never lived in an apartment, she goes to the door to the apartment and realizes that there's rooms out there, so she wants to go out there. And I'm like, but that's not your house. But then when we go to leave, she'll sit there with us and look at me like she's coming with me. Like, I'm just going to walk out the door with you. I'm like, nope, that's not. That's outside. That's not your room. So she screams around here, and because the bathroom kind of like there's two doors. There's a door from this room and then a door from the regular area. So she go in a circle. I'm like, yeah, this is good. I hope my neighbors don't hear you. Probably think I'm murdering my cat every day.
Heard little footsteps. I thought they were coming down, but I think Daddy bribed them with ice cream.
I
We have,
think
like,
I am.
the freezer on the bottom, so like the kids can reach the freezer, and we have those little teeny tiny cups of ice cream for them. It's
Get
definitely
to them whenever they want.
the littlest one's like, I don't care, you're gonna give me ice cream anyways, man. She's like, I'm gonna go down if I want to. Then you can get. Bientôt, pourquoi?
So all the kitties leave you, Mel, on Friday?
Yep. Time to go.
Need another set.
I will get more eventually.
Yeah.
I'm keeping mom a little bit longer though.
Help her to get adopted.
Yeah, well, she's very not nice when you try to pick her up.
Yeah.
But she lost like confidence and she's scared. She's terrified. So work on her a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm to bed right now.
Going to bed, is that what you said?
Yes, I feel like it.
You still gotta cook supper.
Oh yeah. Well, James gets done work in like 10 minutes, but then he has to go get salad dressing. Because we have to run the lettuce growing out back, so today's our first salad from our garden. So I'm excited.
Ooh, garden salad is the best.
I'm
like
excited to have an actual garden.
Oh yeah, I never had one, and when we bought this house, I was like, I'm gonna try. And I planted like 6 things of lettuce, and the girl who owned the house before was like a super gardener. She's like, that may be like a lot, and I was like, it'll be fine. Oh my goodness, we ate lettuce forever. And it just kept growing and growing, and like even the following year we had some.
You're never ending lettuce.
Well, we have about 7 strawberry plants, but the squirrels have been obsessed with strawberries this year. And
I
they're
had a
actually
chipmunk
digging the roots out.
Yeah, I had a chipmunk. I tried strawberries once. And I'm like, I'm gonna, because at my old house, I didn't have actual lawn. It was just all pretty much concrete. So I bought little planters, and I said, I'm gonna put strawberries in planters. I go outside. He took all the little fruits the minute they started coming, and I said, oh, that's great. So then I go the next morning, and it's sprouting out. I said, oh look, but he left me sunflowers. He had put sunflowers in it somehow. I'm like, well, that's nice. At least I got a trade, right? Whatever. The chipmunk's happy. I go out a few days later. He ate his own sunflower. Left me with nothing. And he really liked cherry tomatoes too, but he'd only take the inside. So my entire pavement area and around the pool was full of like tomato shells. Like, you little bugger. I couldn't garden because he'd eat everything.
My grandma's like best gardening trick was like you take like eggshells and then you let them dry and you crumple them up and then you put them around your plants so like little bugs don't like it because it's like little pebbles kind of on their feet, so they don't like it, so that way they don't eat your plants.
Yeah, see, I read that you put cayenne pepper or something spicy on the bottom of the tomato plants. He liked spicy tomatoes because he kept eating them. I'm like, never mind, this chipmunk likes spicy. So I gave up. I just said, you eat them. And it was okay because cherry tomatoes grow like crazy. I still got some out of it, so.
Those are James's favorite.
Yeah.
Kids are super excited because I set up in the basement, and like we don't often come down here because I like daylight. So there's tons of toys down here that they like never play with. They're like,
They forgot about.
play now.
I would like to dodo too. I'm going with her.
Right? I'm like, hey, can I dodo while you guys play? And they're like, no, silly. You have to play with us. I'm like, oh. I'll be the sleeping doll.
I miss my kids being little. I find they're
Really
more
try not to wish
capable-
it away. But when they wake me up 3 times at night, I'm like, okay, mama needs to sleep.
But I find my kids are more of a handful now that they're older and adults than what they were when they were kids.
That's because you're too nice.
Well, I realized how much my food bill has gone up since my oldest daughter likes to come here and eat all the time. And now that she's going to be moving like a 5 to 10 minute bus ride away, my food bill is going to go up even higher.
Or you show up at her house for supper.
Yeah.
Well, thing is, I'm going to start making individual lasagnas in like the bread pans. So when I make mine for James and I'm going to make some for her place. Same with I make these meatballs with the cheese in the middle, and I put them in the slow cooker. So I'm going to do her
When
a
can I
bunch
come
of
over?
Yeah. You have quite the drive to get there, though.
It's okay. It'll be
But
worth
she's
it.
closer to me than what you are now.
Very
What?
true. That you're closer than me to Cass now.
Yeah. It's only about 7 hours.
You're like almost halfway.
Yeah, because before Amanda was only like a 6-hour car drive. So always the best thing about going up to the cottage was going to Amanda's.
Uh-oh.
Where's your cottage, Cass?
It's right near Perry Sound.
Okay.
I don't know how much you know about Ontario, like up north, but
He's from Sturgeon Falls.
I'm from Sturgeon Falls,
oh, okay.
and I've lived all the way up to Timmins.
Okay, so you know where Perry Sound is, then, right? Okay.
Yeah, I remember when Cora joined, and she's like, "Oh my God, I used to live not far from you."
I think this year we're going to take the 3,000 Island cruise in Perry Sound. They have the most amazing bookstore there. I love going in there because they have like all the really old books from the early 1900s, and the smell is incredible in this bookstore.
Seems like Shiloh's batteries have died, but Sable's here to take over.
Can't believe it's June 10th already.
No.
Looking on my calendar, and I'm like, what the heck?
I know our summer started rock and rolling this weekend when my mom and my sister came, and then they left yesterday night. This weekend's her birthday, next weekend cottage, next weekend camping, next weekend other birthday, and Summerfest. My house is full for 2 weeks. I'm like, oh man.
Lucky you.
Yes. Everyone comes. I like it. It's fun. It's family we don't see very often. So
Well, I think we decided we're going to have a big family barbecue this year. We only really talked to James's side now, so we'll have all of his family down, and then we'll have Taylor down, and it'd be nice.
it's the 2 birthday parties within 3 weeks that kill me because I'm the Pinterest mom.
You want it to be all like themed. And...
Oh yeah, it's like themed, and like I will send pictures. You'll see.
Well, my daughters, their birthdays are 5 days apart.
Oh yeah, mine are
My
3
youngest-
weeks.
My youngest is October 26th, and my oldest is October 31st.
Oh my goodness. How many years apart do they have?
Um, just under 2.
Oh
So
goodness.
I wanted my kids 2 years apart, but I had a miscarriage between them, and then I had Bella. So, and they're only 5 days difference.
My God.
My birthday's on the 30th.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ashley's in there too.
That's exciting. Double night.
Yeah, mine, the youngest is in June. The other one's 3 weeks later in July. So she was just shy of her 3rd birthday. Oh yeah, we do like mascots to the birthday. Yeah, we do like mascots and themes, and this year we've got cotton candy and slushies.
I'm coming to your house.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're coming to the birthday party too.
I also make the cakes. I'll send you guys pictures when it's all.
Yeah, my oldest
My daughter
5 this
and
year.
my daughter and my boyfriend's son are 2 weeks apart.
Oh wow.
Yep. And his son was actually born on the day that I got married to my ex. So it's like, huh. Weird, but okay.
I just realized my tablet was dying.
Oh yeah, you were gonna stitch on that till it died, and we're screwing up those plans.
I did, but then I charged it up again. So I could do this one bobbin. So I could do the other one so I could stick, but now it's over halfway done. It'll be done tomorrow. Amanda, for each little one, right? Does that count as a finish?
For those, yeah, because they were released individually.
Okay. I just wasn't too sure.
Yeah, so any of the stitch alongs or something that you're doing like past ones, each like release would be a finish. So if we released one, like say the Let's Play game like Chorus, that would be one of the squares of characters would be a finish because that was a release of that stitch along.
Same with Gamer Zone.
The gamer zones would be individual ones.
Okay.
Yeah, so each character you finish, you'd get a finish for.
What? No, that's good. Thank you, baby.
I'm super pumped because I have so many cells that are started. So
Give you a reason to finish them.
I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have tons of finishes. I
I'm
think the
looking
first
forward
year you
to
did
next
finishes.
month.
What?
I'm looking forward to next month, the Stitch the merry-go-round one.
Oh, the whip round or whatever.
Yeah, that's just gonna entice me to start more this month, and then
Well, I have somebody making me one, and I can't wait to see it when it's done.
She better get to work then, huh?
No rush. I'm not pushing you or anything.
No, I finally got to a bunch of the customs because I had a bunch of people ask for custom ones with they use their stitch bucks up, and then when I was moving, I had no time to do them, right? So I was just doing the basics. So I'm finally getting to those. So I still owe you a Taylor Swift too, I think.
You know
Wait,
what? I'm not worried
You're
about
doing
Taylor
a Taylor
Swift.
Swift?
And I think I owe Ashley one for a work couple. I don't know if that work couple still needs it.
I want a Taylor Swift one.
oh,
Amanda, I'm not worried about the Taylor Swift one because Taylor and Tina aren't together anymore.
That's right. Taylor is
It was
that.
gonna be
Yeah.
yeah. It was supposed to be for Taylor's wife.
Well, it sounds like I still have to do it though.
Well,
Because Ashley's
go
going to
see Taylor
Swifty
Swift
next year. Or this year.
This year.
Yeah, it's this year. That's right. Because I thought it was last year, and then you're like, no, it's next year, and I can't do that.
You're going to the Eras tour, Ashley?
You're gonna give me a
I
heart
am.
attack. Yeah.
I'm jealous.
I got tickets to, so she was actually somewhat local to me this last year or whatever the first tour. But I wasn't even going to try to get tickets. But then she had announced that she was extending / adding dates / going, I don't, however you want to call it. But yeah. So right before my birthday.
Nice.
Oh well, there you go.
I wanted to go, but I couldn't afford tickets, and the closest one that she did was in Houston, which is like 4 hours away from me. So I would have had to have gotten the tickets, figured out how to get to Houston, get a hotel, and
That's what I'm like really loving living in Quebec City, because like a lot of artists come here. So I'm like, at least like I can pay a little bit more for my tickets because I don't have to pay for travel and hotel. But oh my God, I saw Snoop Dogg on Thursday. He
was here too.
And I saw Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, he was here. Or he is here.
Yeah, he was here. He was here on Thursday, so then he's probably going that way.
Yeah, I think he's coming this way. I saw that. I'm like, what?
I'm pretty sure I got secondhand high though.
We get a lot of concerts and shows and stuff here. The only problem is we do not have an arena or a stadium large enough to hold Taylor.
Yeah.
Well, we have a few good bands coming to one of our festivals at the end of this month. I'm pretty excited about, because the lead singer of Blue Rodeo is going to be there.
Oh, Blue Rodeo's coming here too. I'm super excited. I'm going with my mom. We're gonna see Zach Brown Band, Post Malone. I'm going to see 50 Cent. I'm so excited.
So we have Sass Jordan coming on the 29th, Big Sugar coming on the 30th, and Teddy on July 1st. So I'm pretty excited about seeing all three of them. And I can just walk to the park.
My most excited is definitely Simple Plan. I've been wanting to see them forever. They were always like my band. And I've been checking since we've been here because they're from Montreal. And I'm like, okay, they have to do like the Quebec Festival or the Lévis Festival. Like we're like population like 1 million. And they were doing all these little tiny towns around that were just far enough that would be like annoying for me to drive there and come back. And I was like, oh, come on. And now they're coming this year. I was like, I don't care who's coming with me, y'all. Like, we're
going by myself.
And like, I'm standing in the front. And if you guys don't like it, well, then you could just not come with me. You could go stand in the back by yourself. So we go to the festival because Quebec has a festival every year. It's 11 days and it's like $130 for tickets. And it's pretty, like we saw the first year we were here, we saw Pink, Backstreet Boys, The Who, Metallica.
Oh, I love Metallica.
I don't know who else. There was another big name. And then there was like a smaller stage. So I'm like, I always go to shows they want to go to. And I'm like, hey, now I want to go see them. Sounds like you guys aren't going to need to get your butt up and like on the bus so we can get to the stage. Like when the doors open, we are going to be standing there.
Yeah, I have not had the best luck with concerts here lately. My best friend back in 2017, I think it was, bought tickets for my birthday to see Linkin Park. But that one got canceled because of reasons. And then she bought tickets because the first concert she and I went to see was Kenny Chesney. And he was coming back. So she bought tickets for the two of us, and then COVID hit.
I was so excited to go see the Backstreet Boys like actually in the stadium so I could see everything because the festival is outside, right? So there's like 100,000 people, so you don't see the best. And then we bought tickets and then COVID, and then it got postponed 3 years.
I know there's a lot of people coming to Toronto in the next few weeks.
Well, I know Snoop Dogg's going there because my sister was asking if that's where I was going. And I'm like, no, he's coming to Quebec City. And she's like, well, I'll just drive like a little bit further to you. And she's like, then we can actually do stuff. I was like, all right.
Right on.
So we went to the Crackpot Cafe to do some ceramic painting on Friday.
Yeah, that looked fun.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Yeah, there's an indie band coming to Austin in October that I want to go see. I just have no way of getting to Austin. So I'm like, dang it, I need somebody that likes them as much as I do to like go with me and take me.
Yeah, I have no friends that go to these concerts. I go with my cousins and they're like 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 years younger than me. Or like Snoop Dogg, I went to see with one of my old coworkers. She turned 50 this year. And she's like, yes. And then my sister, who's 25, she's like, I could be your mom. This is weird.
I remember listening to him in high school.
I just like I'm not like I wasn't a huge fan of his. Like 50 Cent was more like my time, and like obviously Eminem. But I was like, it'd be epic just to see Snoop Dogg. Like he's a legend, and it was good. It was worth every penny of the ticket. But my goodness, so much weed everywhere.
Yeah, I think it would be wrong if it wasn't.
Eminem is one that my brother told me that he would figure out how to get if he ever came to this area and I was able to get tickets. He's like, "You're buying me a ticket, right?" I'm like, "I don't know. Are you driving?" And he's like, "I don't know. I'll figure it out. You're buying me a ticket, right?"
Oh yeah, like I saw that he's releasing new music and stuff. I was like, man, if he goes on tour, like I'm dropping $2,000 on a ticket. I don't even care.
Right?
Have you heard of it?
Yes, it's amazing.
I know, I love it. And I think my favorite thing is that like all this stuff like Gen Z is like complaining about it because of that Megan Thee Stallion reference, and I'm like, y'all have no idea. Like this is tame.
Oh yeah, it's all like people complain about it, and I was just like, man, did you guys just all listen to like Will Smith rap or something? Like I don't know.
Let me introduce you to Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more of an 80s girl. I love listening to the 80s. 80s and early 90s.
Me too.
I listen to everything but Screamo. I can't.
My husband likes the music where all you do is yell, and I'm like, how are these guys getting paid money when I can just yell at you for free and someone's back thinking?
And with the head banging and the I can't.
No, it makes no sense to me how these guys get paid all this money for just yelling.
I listen to anything, pretty much anything except I do not like mumble rap. I do not like the death metal, and I don't like dubstep. But other than that, I'll listen to it.
Like country is my number one, which is funny because like it's like my mixtape goes from like pop to country to like Eminem.
Mine, my work playlist will go. Thank goodness they're the clean version, so I don't get fired. But it'll go from Disney to Eminem to Broadway to Marilyn Manson to Godsmack to like 50s country. My coworkers complain because they're like, "Jesus, Tasha, you're giving us whiplash."
I'm the same way. Like on my Spotify, I have a lot of like Disney, early 90s country, and then 90s hits, 80s hits. And then I have my Metallica in there, and it goes everywhere.
Yeah, mine's all over the place.
My husband's already home. He's outside barbecuing. I didn't even know he pulled up.
He's already getting food ready for you and everything.
Yeah. He's a good husband.
I'm probably going to pop off, which means that if I pop off, I think everybody else is going to.
I was gonna say I'm about to go. My daughter keeps coming down to remind me to change.
Yeah, and Cass wants to go eat.
He keeps cuddling with me, so.
We got some llama done, so that's good. Ashley did some stitching.
I have almost 2 done.
Oh,
So
wow.
My 3.
That's exciting.
I think I got to the R on the
Can't show what I have done.
I've got to go here in a minute because dinner's ready and I have a book calling my name. So.
There you go. Yeah, I got some.
I'm going to go see my husband. I haven't seen him in 13 hours. All right,
everyone. It was fun.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.